allow me to cut up VODs easier later. But this should load pretty quick. This new rig loads replays really fast. And we're going to head into this one. Game 2 of this best of 3 between DroneofArc and NorthQuab. That first game went pretty convincingly to NorthQuab. Anyway, here we are. This one's going to be on Frost. Spawning in the upper left here on Frost, we have our purple Zerg, listed as IDGI, but playing today for Outset Gaming. We have DroneofArc. And for Chobo Team 6, we have our orange Terran, up 1 now in this best of 3. Let's see if he can finish it up or if DroneofArc can even it up. This is NorthQuab. Overlord headed out across the map in the wrong direction, but you'd expect that because it's a cross spawn, and I almost never seen Overlord headed across for cross spawns. Scout. Often see a drone's own going in that way, though. Let's see, do you spend the drone directly to the cross spawn or down? That is the question. Looks to be directly to the cross spawn, which means you are going to find out where NorthQuab is pretty quick. Nope, you're going down. And NorthQuab is sending an SCV over here, which means that no one's going to find the other that soon, but if this drone and this SCV cross paths, they'll probably know where each other are, basically. Yep, they do. They're close enough to see each other. They probably know where each other are at this point. But they're still going to want to go scout each other's bases. Always best to see what's going on, especially when you're going hatch first like DroneofArc is. So we see hatch first out of DroneofArc. And, in fact, a CC first out of NorthQuab. No bothering with the Reaper this time. Just CC first on the low ground. Bold, as they say. And this drone here does see this. In fact, starts working on that SCV. Nothing really to defend it unless another SCV comes down. So it does a little bit of micro. You might actually delay that. Yep, there's SCVs coming down to help out. Might still get an SCV kill though. Chases the SCV back into the base. And gets chased off by a number of SCVs trying to get us around. The other SCV, of course, going to be able to finish this easily enough, and the drone going to come back home. In the meantime, we have this SCV able to harass if he wants to, but just kind of sees what's going on, sees a pool come down, no gas yet, just hatch before pool, and knows what's going on. First two Zerglings going to head out across the map to scout. SCV, for some reason, decided to take on that hatchery. So everybody's sending all their respective scout workers home and getting on to a macro game. Factory coming down for NorthQuab as well as a reactor. Looks like we're going to see that reactor Hellion play out of him again. Worked out well last time. See no reason he shouldn't do it again. In the meantime, got a third CC coming down already. As well as a third base just put down for DroneofArc. So both players at third base on the way pretty early, but especially early for our Terran player. Really this game. So after finishing up the reactor, the Barrack starts building a tech lab, starting to get those all-important upgrades down, stim and all that. No, we see a second factory. I think we're gonna see mech. The second factory is going to be a mech build out of our Terran player, NorthQuab. Always nice to see somebody who can play both bio and mech. Bio worked pretty well last game. Although he went heavy into the harass and then into bio. Anyway, one scouting Zergling, doesn't see that much at the front. Does see that there's Hellions though. Not that that should surprise anybody. Well, these Hellions just kind of tooling around, being mostly a scouting implement at this point. Interesting play with the creep. He actually has a queen out spreading creep in the center of the map after having started it by dropping some with an Obi. Very interesting. Not something we see very often. A number of Hellions all grouping up to perhaps attack this queen and try to deal with some of its creep spread. No, they're just gonna back off. If they leave that like that, that is one heck of a creep spread. And with all that's there to battle them slow lings and Hellions could really do some damage. This Spine Crawler coming down for DroneofArc. Speed just finished for these lings. 1-1 is about halfway done. Blue Flame is about to finish for those Hellions though. And that Blue Flame super effective against those lings. See Siege Tank, more Hellions, Hellbats actually. Back home for NorthQuab. And we see roaches and lings on the way for DroneofArc. As well as a Spire. Blue Flame only makes very short work of those feeblings. But the roaches are going to force them back because Blue Flame doesn't do anything against roaches. It is only useful against light units. It does make them destroy light units. They do take down a few creep tumors on their way out, but not enough to matter. The creep is still going to stay pretty extended. That is one heck of a creep spread for DroneofArc, and that is going to be really useful if he does something like, say, head into Swarmhouse. Right now, though, we just see lings. Spire about to finish. Probably doesn't really know how mech heavy this is going to be. How this is going to be pretty much entirely a mech build rather than a bio build. See, lots more siege tanks on the way, more Hellbats. You got Hellions continuing to try to harass. Come over, get a few drones. Nice barbecue. Yep, they get a number of good drone kills in the natural, heading right up into the main. Looks like the mutas are going to be able to finally clean them up before they get any more kills, but that is a good number of drone kills. Let's see what they've got so far. 13 workers killed so far this game, most of them in that push. But these mutas, they're going to be pretty good for NorthQuab. Now, for DroneofArc, I mean. NorthQuab does have a lot of turrets, and he does have Thor on the way. So they're not going to do too much against the bases. Oh man, look at those turrets. Oh man, look at those turrets. It loses some muta for free before backing off from those turrets. that Thor is the only thing in the actual army that can fire off. You might actually be able to get a few siege tanks. But backs off for the moment. Grouping up with more mutas. Infestation pit just about done. +1 and flyer attack just about done as well. Barrel. Also finishing up for our Zerg player as we have +2 attack and +1 armor on the way for our Zerg player. So the number of mutas go down to 4 fires. We got 2 Thors already out in the field. Oh man, those mutas, they're not going to survive. They keep doing that. Now they do get a number of kills for free getting a siege tank, but they lose one of their number 2 Thors. They continue to fly way too close to those Thors. Swarm hosts now on the way for DroneofArc, 3 of them. 1 of them already finished, but I'm not sure that DroneofArc is going to have enough swarm hosts by the time Bio arrives. There's 3 down there, a number more on the way. Swarm hosts continue to be added on again. I don't know if it'll be fast enough. These Hellbats coming in, they're going to roast this whole drone line. There's nothing stopping them. What do they do? Whole drone line gone. The entire drone line completely roasted. When they get the base, and if Boone outranges them, it will eventually take them out. But in the meantime, I mean, look at that. 33 workers killed. Oh, in the meantime, though. In the meantime, Zergling run by has actually killed all of the workers at this base. So 25 workers killed for DroneofArc as well. Zergling run by is continuing to be effective. So both players gutting the other's economy at this point. Bringing it to a pretty equal game. All said and done, pretty equal game right now. Both players' economy having been ravaged by the other player. DroneofArc is able to remax just a little faster with everything, but NorthQuab is a little bit more banked, so looking pretty equal, really. Got mutas coming in and dying for nothing to too many Thors, and swarm hosts sending locust waves. They're gonna mostly die to siege tank fighters. Yeah, they get like 1 shot off on a siege tank. So once again, alright, people who play swarm hosts, I gotta teach you guys, this is not how you rally. No. Using swarm hosts, you rally here. Not over here. Here. If you rally over here, they don't fire until they either get blasted or arrive here. So, if you rally them here, they will blast. They will start firing as soon as they can, rather than just get blown to hell by tanks before they ever fire. Okay, pro tip of the day done. But seriously, learn how to swarm host. Get a swarm host, know how. And just that problem will make these swarm hosts entirely ineffective. They literally won't do any damage, when they otherwise could have. In the meantime, we got NorthQuab running around with a number of Hellions to scout if there's any Zerg bases down there. A ton of Speedlings coming across the field. Shelled a little bit on their way to this base, where they are going to once again ravage the mineral line. What little of it is left of the other time they've ravaged it. They get this unsieged tank. Yeah, they do get one tank. Well, getting a number of SCVs. Looks like they can get another tank. So, pretty good trade for our Zerg player at that. In the meantime, we have this continuing. Oh, we have Roaches actually joined the party. Oh, and look at this blinding cloud. This tank line is completely broken. But at the same time, Hellbat's trying to do what they can up here. Getting taken down. And Thor's in medevacs. Always love seeing that. We're going to see a Thor drop here up at this base. And I don't think there's anything they can do about it. Yep, the Thor's take down the spine crawler before getting elevated down. And yeah, there's no way to defend that right now for our Zerg player. They just don't have anything in position. The Roaches are going to try to get there, but they're just going to be picked up. Well, pick up those Thors. Pick up those Thors. They're starting to take damage. That's better. Looks like the Thor drop is going to continue. Yeah, there's nothing to defend it. Not enough, anyway. Yeah, there goes the Queen. There goes the Spine Crawler. Drones are pulled. A number of them go down before they run, and DroneofArc is not dealing with these Thor drops at all. Now finally has something to deal with these Thor drops. Yep, takes down both medevacs, takes down both Thors. But still, 2 bases. Go back down to 4 bases. In the meantime, building base after base, just planetaries, pretty much for their defensive purpose. When in doubt, coat the entire field with planetaries. And this Terran force is just starting to move across the field. They aren't quite to the swarm host yet, but they're about to get there. Why are there 4 Evo chambers? Why? Why would you build 4 Evo chambers ever? It don't work. In any case, you see Vipers falling in pretty high numbers to all these Vikings. And these Vikings are just tearing through these Mutalisks as well. And Mutalisks also tearing through Vikings. And the Zerg army has broken the tank line once more. And DroneofArc a mild advantage against NorthQuab. But NorthQuab is a whole lot of gas. Gas bank is one thing that's going to save him. Swarm host going down again, sending more locust waves forward. Banshees getting some free damage in, pushing back the pretty much entire Zerg army effectively. In the meantime, another Thor drop cancels this base, confining our Zerg to only 4 bases. You gotta love it when it's actually the way you have to say it. This Thor is, again, Man, those third drops have been really effective. Those have just worked. Got a whole Roach Hydra army now going back to deal with one pillar. Medevac not even bothering to get out of the way. A Terran player now with his 5th and 6th bases in location. Overlord dropping creep onto the base, not that it matters. The base is already down. That does matter. It looks like they're gonna get this base or at least get the move. Might actually take it down. Yeah. But in the meantime, a whole lot of tanks. Behind a whole lot of good Sky Terran. There's going to be a pretty strong push from our Terran player NorthQuab coming out. With the Ravens in the mix, they're going to be able to take down Swarmhouse. The Swarmhouse are starting to scurry away. Tanks on siege, preparing for another move forward. So if you might use these Thors, but the tanks are quite effective. Taking down a wave of locusts and a ton of locusts. And these unsieged tanks are just going to die. Actually, one of them is saved and back to the siege line. In the meantime, there are a ton of full energy Ravens. NorthQuab continuing to scan, and it looks like he's about to do a small pullback drop. Medevac does not get away. Medevac getting all that's all down, but back more troops. Really nice seeker missile hit. Takes a lot of the swarm most pretty well. Through over there. All in all, both our players trading pretty effectively. Both our players maxed at this point. Flanked from DroneofArc, maybe very, very effective, but they're still winning the siege tank. Those blinding quite defensive range, holding back to fire. A battle cruiser has joined the party. Along with everything else. You got Corruptors coming in, but they're not going to do that great. Corruptors and Vikings trade pretty even. Siege tanks doing what siege tanks do. Corruptors holding back the air army. Battle cruiser going down. One Corruptor so only one instead of splash damage mattering. Another battle cruiser is joined in. And the Ravens run forward to send forth some seeker missiles and kill almost all the swarm hosts. DroneofArc, GG, well played. That'll be it. With that epic hit from, I think it was 6 or 7 seeker missiles at once, taking out the rest of those swarm hosts. Anyway, that'll be it for today's games. Hope you had fun watching, either if you watched live or if you're watching on the VODs. I'll be probably cutting up the VODs sometime tomorrow. At the moment, I'm going to get myself some sleep. Have a good one.